So we'll get started here in a second, but if everyone is coming from out of state or out of town, just real quick say hi. And if you do have a one-word inspiration for your year, if you want to share that, please do. And then go ahead and mute after you do that.
Great.
Welcome.
Mine is action.
Grace and forgiveness are the two that I've been showing.
Love it.
I have a question, Lisa. Is the webinar going to be available to see afterwards?
Yeah, I'm recording it right now. So it will be available.
Okay.
Posted on the same link on my website, yogaforlove.com, under the life coaching.
Okay, so the workshop itself has been canceled at the cabin?
Yep, we're here. Yep.
You are there. Okay, so I misunderstood. Okay, all right. Actually, I'm going to come up there then.
Okay, well, come on, girl.
All right, yeah. I was like, okay, no problem. I'll see y'all in a few minutes.
Okay.
I was afraid to drive out there because I'm like, well, maybe they're not there because I'm in Waxahachie.
Okay, Patty, we're recording. Can you mute your phone? Okay, who else?
Can I what?
Stage.
Yeah, I'm going to hang up. I'll see you in a few.
Thank you. They're right by the bedroom door. Those two. So who? Oh, I see Susan. Hi there, Susan. Do you have your one word for the year?
Grace.
Okay, awesome. Anybody else want to share or introduce?
Ami? Hi, Lisa. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. I was in echo, so I was moving. All right, anybody else that wants to share and introduce yourself? And then as you do that, share your one word intention for the year, whatever that is, and then go ahead and mute. We want to welcome you if you're just now joining us. And thank you so much for joining our vision board and affirmation and goal setting creation workshop. My name is Lisa Ware, and I've been doing these workshops since, I think this is our 8th annual to do on the new year. And this is my 6th year as a yoga studio. And so it's our 6th year anniversary. It was on the 1st. So we just want to welcome you all for being there. If you're joining us, if you still want to go ahead and share your name, where you're from, and your one word, go ahead and do that. We'll take another 30 seconds, and then go ahead and mute. Anybody else? All right, looks like everyone's muted. If you're not muted, go ahead and do so we don't get a lot of background noise. I see a bunch of people not muted. So if you hover over your screen and press the little mute button, that would be great. So that way we have a clear recording. All right, well, thanks for being here. And I'm here at my studio with yogaforlove.com. You can download the documents that go along with this workshop webinar on my website on the life coaching page. If you haven't yet done that, feel free to hop on over to that page. It's yogaforlove.com. Click on the life coaching button underneath the services, and you're going to have some free downloads. So I'm going to go over those handouts and how to use those. And then what we'll do is we will all work on our workshop on our own, and I'm doing it live in person with some of my yoga teachers here as well. Rachel, do you want to share you have your one word for the year? Okay, let me just turn the little screen over here. So this is Rachel. She's here locally. My word is fearless. Oh, love it. All right, so I have a little bit of background about what I'm doing. I've been a life coach since about 2011, 2012 when I went through my training with my teacher and Gary Quinn with Touchstone for Life. And I've just gained a lot of other types of materials from lots and lots of different sources. So it's very eclectic training. I call it Live Loved Life Coaching. And so with that said, I have a lot of different ways to look at goal setting looking at affirmation creation. It may be different than what you have heard or what you've been taught in previous trainings and things like that. So just bear with me, and these things that I'm utilizing here have worked in a coaching setting for a very long time. I've been studying affirmation creation since 1993, when I was first introduced to the book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. And so with that book, I really just dove very deeply into creating affirmations. These are resources that are listed on your handout when you download that. And so you'll be able to look at those links. And then another really influential author is Louise L. Hay. Anybody hands up if you have read Louise L. Hay? Yeah, love her, love her. You can heal your life. She has an affirmation for pretty much everything in your life, and it's so, so powerful. She's the founder of Hay House Publishing, which creates a lot of really great materials out there for the world to use. So with that said, I'm not going to tell you too much on my background. You can read my bio on my website. I don't want to take up time with that. I'm going to switch to the view. Can everybody see me okay, or is it still on the little split screen? If you can see me okay, just say yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you. And if you can go ahead and mute everybody that's not muted, that way it won't flash over to you. If you have background noise, it's on the speaker view. And if you have a background in your phone or your home, it's going to flash off of me and turn to you. So please turn your speaker on mute. Okay, so this is my poster board from last year. And so this is my words here. Started out with this side of the poster board, and my words were enlightenment. And then on the summer solstice, we had an additional workshop to kind of add more to it, and I added the word intention. So these little stickers you can get at the office supply. They're great. I love them because you can make words out of them. So I use those a lot in my workshop. I'm going to stick that over there. So, the list of materials that you're going to need, you're going to look up the workshop sheet called Vision Board Workshop Inspiration and Supplies. So this one right here, I can see a couple of y'all are not muted. If you don't mind muting, please do that. So here we have the workshop sheet here. It's the Vision Board Workshop Inspiration and Supplies. And we're just going to go over this a little bit. I know you can read it on your own. And again, thinking of the one word that defines what you really have intended for this year, I really suggest you spend some time in deep meditation and prayer about this. And really, this will go on the top of your vision board or somewhere large on your vision board. You can use stencils, you can use Sharpies, you can use those little teacher supply stickers or whatever you want to use for that. So you want to set your intention and then get a pile of magazines together. I have a lot of different types of magazines. I have some yoga magazines, Southern Living, Organic Life, Yoga Journal, National Geographic. Rachel over here has some kayaking magazines. So, you know, hobbies, stuff like that. Thank you. And so anything like that, just gather that all up. You want to get some snacks and some water. So once you get in your creative mode, you don't have to get up. Turn your phone on silent, put on some inspirational music, grab a friend. My sister even did this with her 7-year-old son and her fiance last week, and it was so cool to see them create their visions and create their intentions and post that. And we do have a Facebook group. It's Yoga for Love Community, Friends and Family, and we'd love for you to post your vision board on that. The link is actually on the one of our handouts here. Let's see, which one was it? Oh, the back of the Vision Board Workshop. Thank you, Rachel. So the back of that is the link to post it, and we would love to see you posting your stuff. So we're going to begin with the one word. If you don't have your one word yet, just kind of leave some space. It's going to start to come to you. And you want to really use this as a tool for creative visualization. So as you get it created, you can always add to it, but really take a couple hours out and just put as much intention into it as you can. And every morning and every night, you're going to put it near your bed so you see it. first thing when you wake up and when you go to sleep, and your unconscious mind begins to figure out a way to make those images happen. Your unconscious brain can only think in the now moment. The now moment is the only thing that is ever real. And if any of you have ever read Eckhart Tolle, that is a great book. Let me grab it here. Talking about the power of now and really how your power is in the present moment. This is not on your list of resources, but it's an awesome audiobook. And so your power is in this moment. And then this moment changes to this moment, to this moment, to this moment. So every single now moment is where your point of power is. So your affirmations and your goals must be, your affirmations and your vision board must be set in a positive and present tense. Otherwise, your brain does not even understand it. Your brain can't think in the future. Your brain can't think in the past. Your brain only thinks right now. And so that's what's so powerful about this. So moving on to the affirmation creation worksheet and journal exercise. Oh, by the way, a few more supplies just listed. Glue sticks, scissors, and then you're going to need some index cards. I like to use the colored ones for fun for your vision boards, for your affirmations. And then I punch holes in them, so I'll use a hole puncher and put them together with these little 1-inch rings. So if you are here in my studio, if you want to grab that and open those, and so everyone that comes in will get a ring and a hole puncher. And so we'll begin to talk a little bit more about the affirmations. These are what those little letters look like from the teacher supply, so you can just get those anywhere, Target or whatever, office supply. So once you get all your supplies together, you're going to look at the affirmation creation journaling exercise and go through those steps. And as you go through these steps, you're going to really focus on your core focus. This is the key to successful manifestation, the formulation of a clear, concise affirmation which will speak to and work with your subconscious self. So this one's called Affirmation Creation Worksheet. You can download this one. On page 2 of this worksheet, it has, oh wait, this is the one that, no, it doesn't have page 2. This is just a 1-page worksheet. This one has the bullet points here, starting with your writing down your overall intention. So each affirmation is going to have its own little index card. And this is helping your brain to understand it in concise, small pieces. So you're going to write them on index cards. You're going to clip them all together with your little ring. Okay? So this one, I just wrote, I am prompt. I enjoy arriving places early. There's some agape affirmations that are really great here. This is from the Agape Church in North Dallas. There is a power in me that causes me to accomplish all that I choose. Infinite wisdom within me guides and directs my every thought, word, and action. I am financially free to do what I want, when I want, and how I want. My body lives in homeostasis, and I experience perfect health. All of my relationships are loving, supportive, harmonious, and fun. So these are just some ideas here, if you want to look at those. And really focus on your own intentions and your desires, and then you're going to create them and narrow them down. So what you start doing, I got my little worksheet here again. Select your core focus. Don't try to make 3 goals into one statement. Leave out the list of the how. Your subconscious will work out all the details. If you're manifesting a career change, then your core focus is fulfilling a new job. Do not include things such as needs, wants, or specific tasks. Rephrase your statements to start with the I or the my to make it personal. Remove any negative language such as I am not or I won't. Also, you want to remove future tense languages, and you don't put in I will either. So this is the next one. Your affirmation to be written in the present tense, in the positive. So I am never sick, reworded would be my physical body is balanced and in radiant health. I am not scared of my boss is reworded. I am courageous and always stand up for myself. I will is reworded now. So rework your affirmation if necessary to ensure the statement is in the present tense. Remove I will and replace with I am. I savor, I embrace, I create. My body is, my mind is, my heart is. and end some of your affirmations with now, exclamation point, and yes, exclamation point. There is such a power in the frequency of yes. And that is, my life coach has written a book called The Frequency of Yes. Amazing, amazing. Polish up, trim the statement into one clean, concise sentence. Your finished affirmation would be something like this. I am a target for I am a magnet for prosperity and financial flow. I create abundance and money comes easily to me. That's it. Congratulations. Now it's time to work with your affirmation. Practice every morning and every evening reading to yourself your affirmations. Write them out cleanly on the index cards and place them in areas of high density emotions, on the fridge, while brushing your teeth, in front of the toilet eye level, on your bathroom mirror, and on your car dashboard. And then quickly you'll begin to see huge changes in your own reactions, your behaviors, and your patterns. You'll also notice that others will react or treat you differently, and that's okay. Don't be alarmed if some relationships fall away, as they will no longer resonate with the new you. This is normal. Be patient and know all is well in my world, as affirmed by author Louise L. Hay. Here's your handouts here. And so moving on to the next one, we're going to move a little bit into the goal setting. And this is a powerful tool here. This is a questionnaire, and it is a completion of last year moving forth into this year. So you want to take this on with real interest in yourself, your motivations, your goals. And in order to create our life powerfully, we must create from a blank canvas with no restraints or regrets for the past. One of the successes, one of the accesses to that canvas is looking back at the past honestly and learning from it. Taking the time to really acknowledge the successes and the failures, taking ownership and responsibility for the whole. So you want to really just go through this process and take some time. It has a step-by-step process to kind of review your last year and then to really set forth your intentions to this year. And so, and forgive me, there's a typo. It's just completing 2016 and creating 2016. That's supposed to say creating 2017. Of course, you can figure that out. So here's some handouts for you guys. And this one, you want to just go through each of these questions and take a moment to really think about it and meditate on it. Write it in a journal and just go through these things one by one and just really spend some time just kind of figuring things out. What worked last year? You know, what did you learn? What strengths did you develop? What surprised you about yourself? Where are you proud of terms for yourself last year? What are you disappointed in, etc. And then moving forward, you know, what are you committed to accomplishing this year in all areas of your life, being very specific, as well as areas you would like to expand, which are not necessarily measurable. Hello.
I didn't know you showed up. Hey.
Thank you so much. You want to say hi to everybody?
Yes, but I'm minus one.
My husband just brought us some fresh juice.
I have to get you one.
Come say hi to everyone real quick.
Hi, everyone. Happy New Year.
So, all right, and then the last worksheet. Oh, I didn't print it. Let me do a screen share. If you can bear with me for just a moment, I will find that for you. Any questions real quick? If you want to unmute, and if there's any questions so far. Anybody? Okay, all right. So we're going to move on to this document here. And this is, I'm going to print this out for you.
Lisa?
Yes, do you have a question? I'm here.
Lisa?
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
Please. Go ahead.
Lisa?
Peggy, what's your question?
You keep cutting out a lot, so I'm missing, I don't know if maybe it's a bad connection. Somebody else on the line said it's a bad connection too. So I'm wondering, you mentioned a website earlier with all the downloads. Can I get that website again?
It's yogaforlove.com. Yoga and the number 4.
Yoga for Love?
LOVE.
Oh,
.com.
okay, thank you.
I want to type it in the chat. and then you can look up the in the
Okay.
on the life coach, or it's on under the services tab under life coaching.
Okay, thank
Okay, can everybody see my screen? Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see the screen? There we go. Can y'all see that now? Okay, I changed to a different bandwidth. Is my connection more clear? Kind of, okay. So we're gonna look over this document. This is available on yogaforlove.com under the life coaching link as well under the services tab. So this is creating abundance in your life and your business. Under the big picture, what is your vision? Why do you want this? What about this is important to you? Upon manifesting this outcome, what will that experience ultimately mean to you? How will that affect your life? So just reading through this, I'd love for you to answer these questions and go through this meticulously over this weekend. This is specific to your business. And so talking a little bit about your yin and your yang, your success versus your inner peace, being in your head versus being in your hands, really focusing on receiving and surrendering, letting go of the outcome is very, very important when you're working with manifestation. You can only control your action. You can't control your outcome. You can't control anybody else's reaction, or you can't control their outcome. So only thing you can control is what you're putting on your calendar and what you're doing. Here's some principles for attracting wealth. 3 areas of business, service, and work. Doing a 90-day reset, and then looking at your lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle and preferred lifestyle do you choose? What does that really look like? And that's where your vision board comes in, and really making a nice manifestation of that lifestyle and really portraying that very clearly. So what does that lifestyle cost per week? And now you have a number. What is that number? So clarity is power. You might want to say hi because you're in the video.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you. Just by having a clear dollar amount, it's a clear, concise goal to live your lifestyle. And then that means just by having that clarity, you're in the top 2% of all Americans. Talking about giving away of more of whatever you want to attract, making no excuses, drop your story, watch your wealth vocabulary. Talking about abundance, bankruptcy, those kind of things that are replaceable. Do what you love and the money will follow. Well, that is not true. Wealth comes from business, and your business must be professional. That means you have a plan, and the plan is supported by systems. So talking about systems, what areas of your business require systems, the advantages and disadvantages here. And then what do you hear from your potential students, customers, and clients? What are their stories or their excuses why not to invest in their own transformation? Don't have the money, don't have the time, etc., blah, blah, blah. There can be truth to individual client stories, but that's not the point. The question is, do I make the same excuses in my life? Remember, this is all about the law of attraction. So are you attracting people to have the same story as yours? You've got to step away from your story. Again, being in the power of now, in the present moment. Wake up. The answer is never no. It is always yes. It's the truth is our blessing. Most professionals do not allow for this level of self-realization and reflection. So don't lose confidence. Don't create paralysis from analysis. Do you know what that means? That means, consistently studying and having to know every single little tiny detail and fact and not implementing anything until you have everything in order. You've got to take action. Simply observe, simply allow, take action to change it in your life. So that's, again, available for you for a download. The other ones are the questionnaire for annual goals and completion, your Live Loved affirmation worksheet. And so I'm going to stop the screen share real quick and just take a moment to thank you so much for joining us. I apologize for the yucky connection. We're in a rural area, so you just never know what kind of connection you're going to get. But hopefully you got enough out of this to really make it beneficial for your time. If you have any questions, you could email me, livelovedlifecoaching@gmail.com, or better yet, just post on our Facebook link, which is included on the back sheet of the vision board and supply sheet. Has a link to our Facebook community group. It's called Yoga for Love Community. So it's just facebook.com/yoga, 4, LOVE community. And just join us there and post your finished visions. We'd love to see them. So thank you so much. Does anybody have anything to add or share real quick before we close? Okay, well, if you want to unmute yourself, and everybody will say goodbye. And thank you so much. Have an amazing 2017.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you.